Not enough nonsense in your life? Need a little more? Well, get ready, because these two have it in spades. Loose talk.
What are you talking about? Nonsense.
Even looser opinions.
Please explain.
And you're along for the ride.
Everybody strap in.
This is The Burble with Benny and Az.
All right, go on.
Yeah,
Go on.
I'm back.
Yep.
I've got the shits, Benny.
No. You had the
I
shits.
had the shits. Thank you for telling the world.
Well-
That's the last time you get a verbose text message from me. Let me tell you. Next one you'll get is...
I'm going to correct you right there. Siri told the world.
Well, Siri can off too.
I didn't read it out. I just got Siri to read it out. Okay.
That's questionable.
Now, it said, though, that you were at dinner and had it. So were you like...
Well, I was empty, wasn't I? I needed to refuel.
This is The Burble. Welcome along to it. Complete nonsense is what we talk about. And if the world dishes it out like stupid things, we're going to talk about it on this.
And my bowel movements as well, apparently.
We didn't talk about your bowel movements. We just put music to it, okay?
Yeah, well, classical music is the shits too.
It does it. And you need to also maybe have a chat to your significant other because obviously there was a microphone up there in the WC at yours.
There's listening devices in my house.
Yeah, well, they are. You can't trust anything these days. Even lampshades are basically going to try and advertise things to you.
Half a dozen Google Homes as well. That doesn't help.
You can find us at theburble.com.au. You can find us on the Facebook as well with the Burble AU. The same with Twitter. And we're available where good podcasts are. In fact, if you've got an Apple Watch, you can now get podcast playing apps for your watch as well. So
that's a bit fancy.
I know. Now, a lot of people in the podcast world in Australia at the moment, as are going, oh, this person's partnered with Deezer. We've already been partnered with Deezer for like a year and a half. So good for you. A lot of people say, look, you should spend your money locally, right? I get that, right?
Yep.
You know, support your local businesses and all that kind of stuff. However, as though I just said, I'm going to look for the best value, and that's why we went with Spreaker, who also have an app where you can download the Burble there and get notifications every single week. But if you want to hear every single episode of the Burble and you don't have a decent smartphone, you don't have a decent mobile platform to listen to it, then just go to the website, click on it, and sit there like a pauper. But we love you anyway.
We do.
Coming up, as we have to start. As I need to talk about this, Holden's demise.
Yeah, it's there's no really taking a piss out of that, is there? It's just shit house.
Well, Holden Commodore badges should be put back onto Commodores.
Every Centrelink machine out there.
Yeah, as a sign of respect.
Yeah.
A woman goes ape after her husband sent new baby photos of the baby they just had.
Right.
Because she didn't get to do it first, I think.
Oh, my God.
She's gone nutsoid about that.
He got on the gram first, did he?
Yeah, well, apparently he got on the gram first.
Jesus.
Coronavirus, we have to visit
Wow.
coronavirus again, but apparently gangs in Hong Kong are getting out of control because they think that there's going to be a shortage of shitter paper.
I think that's the least of their problems, really.
So you predicted that correct, actually. You did predict that correctly. You tried to call us. And a whole other bunch of nonsense on the way on the Burble.
The Burble. This is going to be good.
With Benny and Az.
You hear this stuff from overseas, but you never think it's going to happen in Sydney. But then it happened because, you know, it's, and I'm not saying this because it's around the time of Mardi Gras and all that kind of thing, but this is absolutely hilarious. 3 baboons, have been contained by New South Wales police after they escaped a medical research facility on Tuesday afternoon. Multiple eyewitnesses.
You sure it wasn't a couple of footy players hungover from Mad Monday?
No. Multiple eyewitnesses contacted a very famous AM talkback station in Sydney to report the unusual sighting, which was at the Prince Alfred Hospital.
Hang on. Prince Alfred Hospital in Camperdown, right?
Prince Alfred Hospital
in Camperdown.
In Camperdown, the one that they used to use on RPA.
Now, you got frenzied, perhaps, monkeys roaming the streets. And so what do? You ring AM Talkback. What is wrong with this country?
Well,
wouldn't you ring 000 and go, you send someone down with one of them cool dart guns and like just just take them out?
There's baboons running loose with like waving syringes full of blood.
And it's like,
Hello? Is this a famous AM talkback station. I'm a first-time caller, but a long-time listener.
And what would you like?
I just got my blood work done down at the Royal Prince Alfred, and I came out and you wouldn't believe what I saw.
What's that?
Well, monkeys.
I'll have to stop you there. You can't talk about medical staff that way.
Maybe they put something in me blood test, I don't know, but there's monkeys. People were screaming and I thought, Jesus, this is what happens when you have a Labor government. You get monkeys on the street, and I for one don't like it, and I think monkeys should be taken off the streets.
Well, your thoughts. Give us a call right now. We'd love to hear you. News on the way for you. Now, listen, a spokesperson from Sydney Local Health have told 7 News that the 3 animals had been contained and there was no threat to the safety of staff, patients or visitors. Now, I will just say very quickly, I embellished that. They weren't running around with blood-filled syringes, all right? Let's just keep that for Fairfield, the people trying to rob the post office. But, the thing is, though, police and experts from Taronga Zoo were on site assisting to resolve the situation. Now, how are you going to do that? You're going to set up your CP, your command post, get behind your car doors, Glock in hand. Are you going to talk the monkeys down?
They're going to wait for the banana truck to arrive.
The baboons. These are baboons, by the way.
So they're bigger than monkeys.
They are. And let's face it now, look, their assholes are telling them that they're embarrassed by the situation because they're blushing.
Only the blokes.
Now, understand, now, to get this right, the New South Wales Police Force then actually tweeted this. This is not a mandrill.
Oh, God.
Early this afternoon, a troop of baboons, it's not just like 3 of them, they're a troop of baboons escaped from a facility and going bananas in Camperdown.
Ah, for sake.
This is the real tweet.
It's terrible.
Police and wildlife handlers now have the situation under control, so please let them do their job and don't be tempted to pry. Mates.
Oh.
Now, whoever is running the Twitter for New South Wales Police Force, they need a Walkley. They really do. They need a Walkley award. Now,
actually, and they're factually correct. I just looked up the collective noun for a group of baboons.
Mandrill.
No, it's a troop.
It is a troop,
It is a troop. There you go.
Now, they reckon that it's not real clear how they actually escaped. They don't know. However, though, I do know that I heard this on the radio just today. Apparently, one was in there for the snip. No, seriously.
What, in Royal Prince Alfred?
In Royal Prince Alfred. Apparently they've got a snip. So don't go to Royal Prince Alfred, but apparently they've got a snip expert, which the anatomy is not
I guess it's too similar, isn't it?
Well, yeah, the anatomy is not too different to say from you.
Yeah, well, they've all got twig and berries, haven't they? So I suppose you just open it up and fish around and...
It is alleged that you have twig and berries. How the hell do baboons get let loose? Like, is there not a collar that they need to put on them?
No, see, this is how most horror films start. Have you ever seen a movie called Monkey Shines?
Yes.
This is how Monkey Shines
was that like in
start.
the 80s?
Yeah.
What'd the monkeys do? It wasn't the Ebola thing, was it? Or?
No, it was a monkey that somehow became super intelligent with some curse and then just went rank on this poor disabled bloke he was meant to be his companion animal and just shit up royally. And I think Stephen King wrote a book about killer monkeys as well. But monkeys getting loose from... Where do they get loose from?
Do you think that they tried to sedate these monkeys and said, F it, let's just put on something pleasant for them to watch, and so they just put on the original, Wizard of Oz? You know what I mean? Just to,
Flying monkey.
Yeah, and just calm them down. Not to get out on the street level and start waving syringes at passers-by.
This is probably what happened. They were in the hospital, and now, if you're in the hospital, you get that little telly on a stick, right? And all you ever get is free-to-air channels. I bet the monkey was
if you pay $5, you can get Foxtel.
Well, maybe the monkey was cheap, and he just went free-to-air, and, Married at First Sight came on or something and just sent him into a rage.
Or Sunrise.
So I believe they got free from a research facility. See, as I was saying, this is how horror movies start.
No. Apparently they got loose from the hospital because they were all there.
Yeah, there was a research facility.
The hospiel?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
I'm sure it was.
No, it's not.
I want it to be because that makes much better story. Monkeys escape from research facility. May or may not be super intelligent.
Yeah, look, anyway, there's audio apparently. I'm trying to locate it here on my device that there's actually audio of what actually happened. See if I can get this loaded. Only 10 seconds of
10
it.
seconds. 10
seconds, so we'll see if we can get the audio loaded. No, that's a bloody ad.
God.
The baboons are running behind a car or something. They're trying to get him. Now they're under a car now. And that's it. That's your 10 seconds.
Really?
Yeah, that's it. Sorry.
That was pretty ordinary.
That's journalism at its best there. Would you like to know, though, how they actually reported it on Sunrise, though?
Oh, if we have to.
Yeah, well, I'll load this up. I'll get this all organised. This is actually how they reported it on Channel 7, and I bet you they would have had a ton of fun writing this. But anyway, this is how it went.
Well, 3 baboons have been recaptured after they escaped a medical research facility in Sydney's inner west. Video shows the primates making a break for it. A bit like Planet of the Apes, wasn't it? Giving onlookers a real fright. Sparked a police operation, and people were told to avoid the area for their own safety. The male baboon was reportedly scheduled for a vasectomy, and he did a runner with the 2 wives. Vet Lee Davidson joins us this morning.
We don't want to know what she thinks about it. All right, so why are they saying Royal Prince Alfred is like
because there's a research facility in RPA.
Right, okay. So I thought they just weren't like cheaping out on the thing, cheaping out on old mate Snip for him.
No. So they were literally in a research facility. So one of them unlocked the cages, let the other 2 out, opened the door, and then did the Harry Holt. And like they were in Newtown too. They could have got a really good cup of coffee, nice vegan muffin. You know, like they would have fitted right in with all of the other unwashed hippies that are in Newtown. So
now listen, when
I used to live there, by the way.
David Koch just said, out of a scene from Planet of the Apes, wrong. The ape would have been on a horseback and had a shotgun pointed at your head.
And there would have been the buried Statue of Liberty and who was it? Rock Hudson?
No, that was Charlton Heston.
Charlton Heston. Damn you! You killed it all! Damn you!
This is The Burble with Benny and Az.
Baboons unlocking their own cages to get out at research facilities down Camperdown is not the greatest crime that has happened in this country over the last 14 days, Az.
Okay.
When you were sitting there playing classical music on the bowl, right? The greatest crime that has now happened is that 4 and 20 have now launched a plant-based meat pie.
This isn't a crime, it's a travesty.
And Australians are not okay with it.
I wouldn't think they would be.
Discuss. Now, listen, I understand that there is a market for it. However, I might get a bit yelly here. I might get way yelly here, but I need to tell you right now, there's more harmful shit in these plant-based foods than people realise.
Yeah,
Seriously.
Like kale.
No. To process this stuff, they're using shit like paint thinners to make it look meaty and blah, blah, blah. When they produce it, have a look, do your research. But it's the same folk. Hello, I know you. The same folk that talk about injections, not injections, vaccinations. About
anti-vaxxers.
They talk about vaccinations.
Flat earthers.
Jesus.
And they can solve coronavirus with lavender oil, didn't you know? So,
where you put a drop of it in your belly button and you're good?
Yeah, and then stick some random jade egg up your hoo-ha and apparently you find balances your chakras and you
smash a whole bunch of rice in your mouth, get all lavender up, and I could use you as a wheat bag. Punch the shit out of you during the football, and that hasn't even started yet. 4 and 20.
That is the pie of Australia.
Now, this is like KFC going, we've got like an alternative, like plant-based KFC. Sorry, hang on. Syntax error.
Doesn't compute.
Does not compute. 4 and 20 have unveiled a new addition to its iconic lineup. Their iconic brands. Soon, when you stroll in down the servo for a late night pie after not scoring at the pub.
Yep.
No money for a cab because you've lost it on some stupid old pokey. Went to have the slap, lost your smokes. Can't find your ID, lost your right shoe, you're hoofing it home like a dirty loser.
You got $3.75 in your pocket, you're getting a pie.
You're getting a pie, right? Every other pie, the traveller's pie, all that shit's all bought up. No, there's a green labelled 4 and 20 sitting there and no one's touched it for 14 days. That's the only thing you've got to eat, and it's a plant-based, meat-free pie.
Just don't think even if I had the entire contents of the Carlton United breweries inside me, could I look at that pie and go, oh, I could go some soy-based protein? I really don't know.
It's got the same texture and smell as the classic.
All right.
Vegans, just bite the pillow because it's going in and it'll come out as soon as anything else, right? It also offers an option for vegans who often go hungry at the footy or sporting events. Well, look.
There's plenty of grass.
There's nothing. Look, I don't think.
Go and eat a handful of grass if you're hungry. Isn't that what you do?
Yeah, but these people, like, you know, they're frail. They don't have the energy to go down to the
because
the side
they're
of the
anemic.
field.
They've got no iron,
Got
no
nothing.
vitamins.
Nothing. Now, it's understood the 4 and 20 plan to start rolling these